Hey guys, what's up? This is Trader Goz. Hope you guys are doing okay. Again, this is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion. We have a lot to cover today, so let's just get through it. Alright. If you have not done already, I recommend watching my previous videos. I don't usually repeat positions and so on. So if you want to know what positions I'm in, the XRP position, and if the XRP move up caught you by surprise, it's something that I've been calling out. So it's just something to keep in mind as you watch the previous videos, and let's move into it. Alright, so the Dixie first, customary, this is my method. Alright, so low on the Dixie. Now, if you look at the high level pattern though, you do see that this is a move up, right? And we do see that there should be one more long. So if you are familiar with waves, there should be 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave theory, I don't give a shit about the wave theory, but it's something that usually plays out, at least in the small structures you'll find it playing out, and especially near these typical structures, a higher low trending, higher low, the low coinciding with the first top, it usually plays out. Expecting some strength short term on the Dixie, so you should look at assets with a bearish bias. Now if this move is complete or not, I'm not sure. One assumption is on the weekly chart, check the swing low, swing high, and the swing low, swing high on the fib is hitting the golden pocket. So this might be a move up from here. So this might actually be strength on the Dixie. So be very cautious with the investments if you're on the others. Let's start with SPX. So the S&P, I'm bearish on the S&P, mainly because of Dixie. Let's move to gold. Bearish retesting coming. Now this is going to be a tough one to call because for sure we have another low coming out, right? Because if you see the reaction at this wedge, the falling wedge which is playing out, if you see this reaction, it's a very poor reaction. So if you wanted this falling wedge to break out bullish, you would have very strong reaction towards the wall of the wedge, which pushes it higher, retests, and then flies. So this poor reaction is very likely that this is a lower low and that we'll get another correction before it breaks up. That's most probably going to happen very soon. So yeah, short for now. Dixie showing some strength. This for sure we're short in gold. Now the issue with this is that these wedges have become quite popular, so you might just have a small mini low volume breakout and then a fake out. That's why I have the 1927 mark. So that is sort of my threshold. If we have a clear weekly break, a daily break, and a close above this level, then I will look to readjust my bias. But for now, I'm just collecting short. So I just entered a short. I entered a short here, and I have shorts. I'm going to be building my shorts between here to here. So if you know what laddering is, ladder your shorts between here and 1927 to collect. Now you guys know that I played, if you watched my first or second video, I cannot remember, but if you watch one of my previous videos, you'll know that I took this short down, and this is going to be the next position where I play for the short. This long was too less for me to take, so I didn't take it, but this is going to be my next short. So I'm just collecting the short there. Silver, no position right now, same thing. Might have a small move, squeeze up, and then rejection, or you might have a rejection from here. But the difference in silver is that the bullish momentum made a higher high on the daily, so I'm expecting some move, a little bit of a move up, probably get rejected by this 21 day and then fall lower. Platinum. Now platinum, I'll show you something interesting. So if you go out to the highest time frame, once the metal cycle's low is in, you need to long platinum, because if you look at the structure, this is a very typical sort of market structure where you have this pump, then you have this consolidation, break the low of the consolidation, reaccumulate, repump. This, if you check this fib, it will be at a 618, and then this re-extend, and you have a hyper-extension down. Once this hyper-extension is done, it reaches back almost to the level, reconsolidates, and then this whole thing becomes like an accumulation, and then this usually has like this huge kind of bullish momentum, like this cup and handle kind of bullish momentum, which pushes, like rockets it and pushes it above this high. So I would recommend very strongly to try and accumulate platinum. That's what I'm doing in these levels. Now don't accumulate too much because the metals have one more cycle low, but once you start seeing the low, platinum is really going to fly. Now if I just to illustrate this point a bit, if you look at silver, for example, you have the same structure. You have this pump, you have this consolidation, break of the consolidation, then this big accumulation, the hyper extension down. If we check this again, this will be the 618 or the 786 fib, and then this goes down, and then once this goes and sort of consolidates and prepares itself, it will rocket up over, usually to a 2.618 rocket. So if you look at this structure, this fractal, and you look at the platinum fractal, we are almost there at the end of the consolidation. So once this turns bullish, this is just going to, and you can see the volume. So the volume, people know that this is coming, by the way. This is the volume that's being traded right now. If you look at the volume throughout this this other phase, it's much lower, and you look at this pattern phase volumes, the big traders know that the big move of platinum is coming. So I would long platinum. Alright, great. I started collecting the longs. I just have a few longs, lower, but I'm collecting the longs. Alright, oil. So I took the short on oil. So very simple short actually. I took the short here. I'm underwater on the trade for sure, but this is what I was planning. As soon as the weekly closes below the 21 week, I took the short as I was planning. I stuck with the plan. Obviously this support level held and this went back up, but I'm underwater in the short, but I have my stop above this swing, the previous swing high. Somewhere here is where my stop is. I want to give you my exact stop because I don't want you guys liquidating me, but yeah, so I have the short open on oil. At BTC, still bearish, no movement. BTC, okay, BTC is going to be a tough one. It's going to take some time to explain. Now you guys know, everyone who's been in TA for a bit of time knows the patterns, right? You know there's a head and shoulders pattern, right? So you know, I do it really badly. You know there's a head and shoulders pattern like that, and you know there's an inverse head and shoulders pattern like that, right? And theory tells you that these levels are equal, right? But this is the view of a retail trader or someone who's learning TA. If you think about a market maker, they know that this pattern is in existence. So what they would do is that they see this forming, they would squeeze this price a bit higher and make this peak higher than this peak, right? That's what a market maker would do. Now if you look at this, you do see, so there are the two cases. One case is the bullish case, which is that in a bull market, the 21 weekly EMA, 21 weekly MA is usually held, and that the 21 weekly MA is usually held, and that actually propels prices upward. But if you look at it from a pattern trader perspective, this is a bearish pattern forming, which is a peak, and a squeezed peak, right? And these usually break down to the start of the move, the swing low of the move, so which is right somewhere around there, which is around the 6K level. Okay, so this can actually go to the 6K in the bearish case, and in the bullish case, it basically can just retest this moving average. How do you trade this? The simplest trade. Do not freak out. Do not have a bullish and bearish like sort of bias in such a way that, oh, I'm not going to change my bias. I've placed my bids on the 21 week MA slightly above. If you see above, it's just been slightly above, so I've just placed my bids slightly above the 21 MA weekly on the weekly chart, and I've placed the buy orders. If it closes below the 21 MA, I will close my long, take the loss, and open the short. It's as simple as that. This is what I'm going to be doing. So that's the play, and you'll profit both ways. there is a very very low chance that this goes somewhere in the middle and then decides to go back up. These are the two plays. Bearish momentum kicks in, breaks the previous supplies and starts pushing down to the start swing low of the move, or you have this respected, this becomes an accumulation, probably like a triangle like that, and breaks out. So channel, I'm expecting the bullish case, but honestly I'm expecting the bullish case to hold. That's my it's an incorrect way to put it because I shouldn't have a bias, but that's sort of my bias, but I'm still ready for the shot. You guys know I've been talking about it for a long time. I have my bids. I have bids at 300. I have bids at 275 and 250. XRP, I'm in the long. You guys know I took the long. After this crossover happened, 21 week, 50 week crossover happened. This was a fake out, and this held. I took the long there. I'm holding it. I don't take longs on crossovers to hold them for this small profit. I'm holding this XRP long with this swing low as my stop, and I'm actually going to hold it for big move, big explosive move. Litecoin still some way to go down. Alright, so that's the basic update. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Hope you managed to make some money as well. And yeah, cheers guys. Shoot me a comment or subscribe, like. Let me know if you want me to cover other pairs. I thought I can do a full crypto analysis with all the crypto future pairs. If you're into futures trading on Binance, we can do that. I can show you Uniswap. I can show you I have all my analysis on everything else. Yeah, so shoot me a note. Cheers guys.